morning, unicorns.
Time for KWSE News. I'm Nora.
And I'm Izzy. And today is Friday, February 3rd, 2023.
It's the 96th day of school.
Let's stand for the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
At WSE, we reach for the stars. We are safe, respectful, and responsible.
And now for some words of wisdom from Principal Bailey.
Good morning. Yesterday we talked about apologizing and how important it is to apologize correctly. Do you remember the steps? You want to say that you're sorry and say what you did wrong. You want to tell the person how you know it made them feel or how it affected them in a bad way. And then you want to ask them to forgive you. And there's one word you never want to use in an apology. Do you remember what it is? If. Never use the word if in an apology. Have you practiced it yet? I can't wait to hear from you whenever you've practiced it or you've actually done that and apologized in the right way, and you tell me how it went. Something else that's important I want to talk to you about when you make mistakes is the most important thing to do when you make a mistake. And that's owning it. We all make mistakes. Do we want to keep making those mistakes over and over and over again? Of course not. We want to get better, don't we? We want to make a mistake and then say, ugh, I never want to make that mistake again, right? Did you know you'll be much less likely to make that mistake again if you own it? Do you know what it means to own it, to own the mistake? It means to take responsibility for it, to admit it, to say, yeah, I made a mistake. I didn't do my homework last night. That was irresponsible. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to say. Sometimes the hardest thing to say is when you've done something wrong. Something happens at recess, teacher talks to you and the other student and says to you, what did you do? What happened? Sometimes at that moment, it's so hard to say what you did wrong because you know you shouldn't have done it and maybe you're ashamed. That's the most important time to take responsibility. You know, whatever adult is talking to you after you've made a mistake, they will respect you so much more if you just own it. If you have the courage to say, yeah, I did. That was a bad choice. I blew it. Wow, if you can just do that, you are on your way to becoming a much better person, to really making improvements on your character as a person. Because if you admit what you've done wrong, did you know you're less likely to do it again? You might do it again, but you're less likely. And if every time you do it wrong, you take ownership for it, before you know it, more and more time will go in between making that mistake because you've taken responsibility and you've owned it. So if you really want to become a better person, start owning your mistakes. Try it. It's a great characteristic for a child to be able to say, yep, I did that wrong. There's something to think about. Have a good day. Or not. The choice is yours.
It's time for our words of the week.
Our wow words this week are pinnacle and abyss. These words may not be as easy to use in conversation, but they are good words to know. Words can sometimes invoke certain feelings. Pinnacle feels more positive. The high point of something is often a positive or admirable thing, so it has a positive connotation. Abyss brings to mind deep darkness, so it's not as positive. In fact, there's a word related to abyss that means extremely bad. The word is abysmal.
Don't forget, you can subscribe to Walnut Springs Announcements on YouTube. This is David. Here are the lunch choices for tomorrow. February 6, Monday. Choice 1, corn dog. Choice 2, beef soft taco. Choice 3, turkey and cheese sandwich. Now back to the studio. This is Izzy. Let's see what the birthdays are for today. February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Finally, happy birthday to Miley, Miles, and Isaac. Now, happy birthday!
Sorry. I'm Nora, and now for the daily joke. What did the boy say to his friend who lost the spelling bee when he couldn't spell Armageddon?
I don't know. What did the boy say to his friend who lost the spelling bee when he couldn't spell Armageddon?
Don't worry, it's not the end of the world. Have fun today and good luck to our spellers.
Here's what's happening.
The school-wide spelling bee is today. Good luck to our spellers.
Next week is the 100th day of school.
Ask your teacher what you will be doing.
Some may be wearing a 100th day tee or dressing up like 100-year-olds or some other activity.
Check with your teacher.
Hey everybody, Miss Glickale here. Let's announce the winners of Thinking Thursday. So the riddle was something like, you know, what goes with a card and flowers that you send to your Valentine, and the answer was chocolates. So if your answer said chocolates, then I put your class name in here. And so we're going to draw a winner. And here's the prizes that you can choose from. I have Valentine bracelets, enough for your class, or these cute little Valentine rainbow pens. There's enough for each person to get one in your class. And then, I have bouncing putty. There's like enough for a class right here. There's like 12 of these in each bag, so that should be enough for a class. So those are your choices this week. Oh, and also I have these Valentine push pencils, these little push pencils. Or you can have regular pencils. Yay, Valentine's Day. Alright, so you let me know the prize that you would like. Alright, here we go. Good luck. Okay. Alright, I got one. And the answer is Miss Cheryl's class. Congratulations. Be sure you come get your prize. Especially if I forget, because last week the class didn't come get their prize. Alright, see you later.
Let's see what today's weather will be.
This is David with your weather. Friday. The high for today is 58. The low for today is 35. It's going to be sunny. Now back to the studio.
Stay tuned for Fun Fact Friday.
And have an awesome day, unicorns.
Be
safe, respectful, and responsible. See you next time.
Hey, Miss Glickale here. It's Fun Fact Friday. So here are some more interesting facts about winter. Like birds, whales, bats, and caribou, monarch butterflies also migrate to warmer climates to escape the winter weather. During the winter season, the North Pole has an average temperature of minus 40 degrees. That is so cold. That's Fahrenheit. Please turn off this presentation. Have a great day.